What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? So happy to be back with y'all. I got some really great news. Like, I'm really super excited about some things I got coming up. So, we're not at the Velvet Room today with the weather being the way it is right here in the Midwest in Michigan. World's a slickery. So, I decided to stay at the crib and do this from the house, like old school. So, we here. And we're gonna get it going. We got a really good episode. So what I've been trying to do is give you what this week's episode is, and then also give you a preview of what we're gonna discuss next week, so we can keep the conversation going. Um, don't forget, if you're tuning in live from Facebook or YouTube, hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Go ahead and drop that in the chat window for me. Guys, like I know I got more than 9, 10 friends. I need y'all to go to my Facebook page. Let's argue and subscribe, follow, tap like. I need y'all to do that for me. Like, come on now. I know I got because I'm trying to stream from that Facebook page as well. So I need y'all to go over there, tap in, hit like, subscribe, whatever you need to do to follow somebody on Facebook. And so I can start streaming from there as well. Okay. Y'all know me from Black Marriage Chronicles. I'm so excited. I got Jessica and her husband coming up this weekend, Super Bowl Sunday. So we're going to get it in early with them. I'm going to see if I can do something different with them. See if I can go live. I'm going to ask her and see if not, it'll be recorded and I'll put out the content later. But I'm definitely going to check in with Jessica to see if she might be interested in possibly, going live and taking some questions. I know she's very confident. Confident woman in her marriage, and I hear her preaching about certain things, giving very good advice about marriage and relationships and things like that. So see, she might be up for it. If not, don't worry about it. You'll get the content. It's going to be an exciting episode, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Again, don't forget to tap in, hashtag I'm outside, let's argue, drop that in the chat window. So I do have some very good news, like some very, very good news. So I have reached out to a Black game creator, finally got some information back. So remember, I've been promising you guys I was going to get you a discount code. Well, guess what? Your boy just delivered. I got a discount code for you to get 10% off on Lyrically Correct. If you go to their website, it's actually, if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see the link there. And if you go right to their website, Lyrically Correct's website, you'll receive 10% discount off of any of the games. They're fun. You guys really be engaged when we're playing the game. So please use that discount code, go over there. And just to show, you know what I'm saying? It's not so much about me, but just to show another Black business some love. Of course it does help me out in the sense that they track it. And of course, it just, how that whole algorithm work or whatever. But I'm just excited that they did it. They got back to me super fast. So I'm promoting their game, and I'm going to be promoting their game more than I promote any of the other games that I have here that are by Black game artists, because they were the first ones to reach out to me or follow back up with me and say, hey, yeah, we got you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm now officially a part of the Vibe Tribe. So hashtag Lyrically Correct. Go ahead and drop that in the comments as well. I'm going to do it right now myself. Yep. So go ahead and put that in there. Hashtag Lyrically Correct. Hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. So that is the exciting news. I have a discount code for everyone. You use this discount code. If you go to my Facebook page, or if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see it there. I haven't had a chance to put it on all my social media accounts, but I am. If you go to Let's Argue on Facebook, if you go to Black Marriage Chronicles on Facebook, you'll see that discount code. I need y'all to use it. Go ahead and use it. Go ahead and get this game. I know y'all like the game because y'all love to play it. So we got a couple different games. So this is going to be our bread and butter right here. We're going to probably play this game more than we play any other games until I can get some other Black game creators to come sign on and support me in this way as well. Because at the end of the day, we were trying to build a community where we support one another, especially in this climate, right? So go ahead and go to my Facebook page, Black Marriage Chronicles, or Let's Argue, and get that discount code so that you can get the game Lyrically Correct. It is a fun game that you can play. It's this is 80s hip hop and R&B. We're gonna play this today. We have 90s, 2000 hip hop and R&B, and we have uh oldies but goodies edition. And guess what? It ain't nothing but black artists in here. You know, we on deck with the black artists, right? That's all we got, you know. So it's a bunch of stuff we got here, and we're gonna play that game today. So tap in for me, and yeah, go get that discount code. I'll drop the discount code in the chat window as well, so you can get it from there. But again, you can get that discount code if you go to my Facebook page, or if you go to my Facebook page, Let's Argue, or Black Marriage Chronicles, and you can get that discount code there. And then go to their website, Lyrically Correct, sign in. I'm officially a part of the Vibe Tribe, so I'm happy about that. So super excited. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna stop talking about this because they got back with me. This is huge news for me. It's not like it's a not no monetary value for me, adding any monetary value to me, but I'm just super excited I was able to partner with another black business that's trying to do their thing as well, entertaining us. And this is stuff that we love to do anyway as blacks. Like we love to get together collectively with our own vibe, with our own tribe, and doing things like this. What's up, sis? Sis says his vulnerability. I haven't even started talking about discussion, but you were already on it. Okay, sis said his vulnerability may have been taken advantage of. Also, your approach is very important. Some people talk at you as opposed talking to you. Correct. What up, sis? What up, sis? So I don't know if you got a chance to hear me, but I got some exciting news. So you know that game Lyrically Correct that we always play right here on Let's Argue. I finally have a discount code for you guys. If you go to my Facebook page, Let's Argue, or if you go to both Facebook page, Let's Argue or Black Marriage Chronicles, you will see that discount code there. I'm also going to drop that in the chat window real quick as well, so you can get it. You get a 10% discount, so you can play these games at home with your kids, with your family, with your own tribe. So I am officially a part of the Vibe Tribe at Lyrically Correct. I know it's good. I'm excited about it. I really am. Like, it's not like it's paying me or anything like that, but I'm just so happy that another black business partnered with me, gave me this code so I can make sure I get it to y'all, you know. You and Boob gonna play. Oh yeah, and we got definitely a moment of silence for our sister who mom passed away. Boob called me yesterday and let me know about Chantel. So I just want to just a moment of silence for her family. That's a loss, you know. Miss Emma was our girl, you know. Damn, I sure hated to hear that. So definitely a moment of silence for Miss Emma. Yeah. Yeah, prayers to them. Absolutely. Yeah. That just thinking about it just taking me back to losing my mama not too long ago. All right, so let's just try to keep it on a happier note. Yeah. So I got that discount code, so I'm gonna drop that in the chat window before we even get started with the show topic. Like, when I tell you, sis, I'm super excited about this. I couldn't be. When I got the email, I was like, whoa, yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here, you know. So I was super excited about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop that in the chat window. Let me get it real quick. Drop that in the chat window. So if you guys want this code, let me drop this in the chat window real quick. Where are we at? Hold on. Let me see. So we're going to be doing Lyrically Correct for the foreseeable future, for real, because they didn't gave your mans a discount code. So I'm super excited about that. Listen, the other thing I mentioned, I know I got more than 9 friends. Go to my Facebook page, Let's Argue, and not only do I want y'all to share, but I want to make sure that y'all are also following me, because I'm trying to stream the show from there as well, and I need more. And Facebook got rules and all these regulations now, so I have to have a certain number of followers in order to stream from there. So I need y'all to go on there and take care of that for me. Look out for your boy. Look out for your boy. Go ahead and do that for me. Let me see. Where is this? Hold on. Let's see. Where is it at? All right, so the video has started. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, here we go. Okay. Now see if it'll let me comment. So I'm gonna drop this. All right. So there go that discount code right there. So you can use that. Yeah, thanks, sis. Yeah, definitely had your hashtag a few people for real. Let me, yeah. So the discount code I put in there. If you put that, if you go to Lyrically Correct's website, you'll be able to drop that in there, and you'll get a discount on any of the games that they have. Okay, so I want y'all to go and do that for your boy. Look out for me. Do that. Look out for them as well. You know, because they got some great games over there. We're going to do Lyrically Correct, the 80s mixtape. You guys love this one. We're gonna do this one. Y'all seem to really show up for this one, so we're gonna do this one today. So let's get into the meat of the conversation today. The topic is let's see here. Let's do with the band. Oh, okay, we got it here already. Okay. Does your husband or man shut down when you engage him on important issues? Let's play the video. As the guy say in this podcast I watch, roll the clip.
Doesn't really speak to quote unquote his level of maturity, but my husband shut down every time I tried to address issues with him. I wish he wasn't so immature. What your husband is doing is something called stonewalling, which doesn't really speak to quote unquote his level of maturity, but rather his inability to cope with marital conflict, which a lot of men struggle with. When you address an issue with your husband, you might be coming from a place of criticism, meaning that you're using words such as always or you never. You're attacking your partner's character versus their behavior. So your husband starts to feel flooded, and he shuts down as a way to protect himself against the perceived attack, or to try to preserve your relationship because he doesn't want the conflict to escalate. But while he's trying to preserve your relationship, he's missing out on that connection that you're deeply searching for in that moment. All you want to feel is heard and seen, but you feel rejected by him shutting down. And you probably get louder trying to pull back his attention, but it just causes him to withdraw even more.
Yeah, that is a real thing. The one thing I can say, what I'm definitely happy to see now, that men's health is starting to be recognized and acknowledged by women, and that our mental well-being and state of being is is beginning to be important. We've always been having a discussion, of course, about women and their mental health, and especially Black women and their mental health. But I'm so happy to see that now I think we're starting to recognize that men have a voice as well. We still got a lot of work to do on speaking, and that's just us as Black men, period. But I'm so glad to see that we're now starting to acknowledge that, both men and women are starting to acknowledge that. It's not the whole happy wife, happy life syndrome or narrative anymore. It's a happy house, happy spouse, which is great. So we definitely want to continue to promote that. So ladies, are you in a relationship where your partner is shutting down? What does that look like? Is it how you're approaching him? The words that you're saying, what's causing him to shut down is not allowing you in, or you're not making the new buzzwords now, or is everybody wanting to feel safe? They want a safe place. So what are you doing to not give him that safe space to be able to communicate with you in a way that you would like for him to communicate with you? What's going on? Talk to me. Let me know what's going on. Don't forget, everybody, hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Drop that in the chat window. I need y'all to go. Now I have to repeat this again. Go to my Facebook page. Let's argue. I got two things. One, there's two assignments. One, I need y'all to like that page and share it so other people will like it as well, so we can start streaming from that page as well. Because honestly, I want to come off of my personal page and just stream it from both my Facebook pages. Two, I got a discount code for y'all. Y'all like this game, Lyrically Correct? Your boy finally got a code. They reached out to me. I'm now partnered with Lyrically Correct. I'm officially a part of the Vibe Tribe. So if you're on here, I want you to hashtag Lyrically Correct, because I want them to see how much we are supporting them. We stand behind Black business. So hashtag lyrically correct. And if you want to add in the 80s version, the 90s version, or whatever it is you got. If you don't, you shouldn't have anything already, because I told y'all to hold off. Don't get nothing until I provided y'all with this discount code. But I have the 80s version, I have the 90s version, and the oldies but goodies. So if you like any of the versions that we've previously played on the show, I want you to put hashtag lyrically correct and then whatever version of the game that you like. So we're going to do 80s today, so you can put 80s at the end of your hashtag. If you like the 90s version, you can do the 90s, whatever you want to do. I personally 80s, because I know the 80s. So that's what we're gonna do today. But so talk to me, tell me, ladies, do you have a husband, a spouse, a significant other that you're trying to engage on important topics, and then he shuts down? Like, what does that look like? What is going on? Is your approach the same? Have you tried softening your approach? And sometimes Black men are just sometimes just reserved in that as well. But the brother did bring up a key point. Sometimes we don't engage because we don't want things to escalate. And that could be stemming from the fact we're afraid that whatever we may say may hurt y'all feelings, or it may not come out right, or it may be taken wrong. But that's a conversation that needs to be had as well. Like, it needs to be a conversation that we're having. What can I say for you? You want me to talk, but how can I respond in a way that you'll hear me? How can I respond in a way that'll make it safe for both of us to be able to express what it is that's on our mind, right? So how do we do that in a healthy, productive way? All right, so I'm gonna play the video again.
Why does my husband shut down every time I try to address issues with him? I wish he wasn't so immature. What your husband is doing is something called stonewalling, which doesn't really speak to quote unquote his level of maturity, but rather his inability to cope with marital conflict, which a lot of men struggle with. When you address an issue with your husband, you might be coming from a place of criticism, meaning that you're using words such as always or you never. You're attacking your partner's character versus their behavior. So your husband starts to feel flooded, and he shuts down as a way to protect himself against the perceived attack, or to try to preserve your relationship because he doesn't want the conflict to escalate. But while he's trying to preserve your relationship, he's missing out on that connection that you're deeply searching for in that moment. All you want to feel is heard and seen, but you feel rejected by him shutting down. And you probably get louder, trying to pull back his attention, but it just causes him to withdraw even more.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on that? Like, do you feel like, I feel like he made some very valid points in that, especially as it relates to men, Black men, when they're communicating with their significant other, their spouses. I think he made some very valid points. It's about how you communicate with one another. You got to learn each other's language. And I understand that sometimes things get heated and things might be taken out of context because, people get loud. I know I'll get loud, especially if I definitely disagree with something but you got to kind of watch that, temper that as much as you can. We all got our isms and our schisms. And when communicating with your significant other, it has to be in a conducive way that allows you both to be able to feel safe and be able to be heard. So how does that work for you, ladies? Fellas, are you experiencing that? That's the other side of the conversation. Fellas, are you experiencing that where you're trying your significant other, your wife, your partner, your girlfriend, whatever the status of your relationship is, wants to have a conversation with you, but it's how they present the conversation, and then so now it causes you to shut down. I heard, I think it was Jason. He mentioned that. Oh no, it was another podcast that I was watching. But anyway, I think the guy mentioned something about quiet. Something turns into resentment. So when you don't talk, it ends up turning into some form of resentment. I'm gonna have that clip on here as well. Let's see. What up, Pat? Pat says she's been with mine for 18 years, and he just let me say what I'm gonna say. Okay. Hey, whatever floats your boat. But do you be wanting him to talk? Do you be wanting him to engage in conversation with you? I mean, is it always a one-way conversation with you and him? So that's my question. Is it always a one-way conversation? Do you want a little back and forth? or is it just he just lets you rant and go on about his business? And again, I think that, just my personal opinion, I feel like that's why men check out of here before women do, because we hold on to so much. We don't voice how we feel. And I'm not saying that, you know, I had a therapist tell me that we don't know necessarily. What did she say? She said that we got 3 ways. It's avoidance, defensiveness, or something else she mentioned. But anyway, she said there was 3 ways, and that's how we as men communicate. I kind of push back on some of that because I think that personally, I feel like sometimes it's not. If here's the thing, I think women are quick to gaslight us and say, "Oh, you're being defensive." Maybe it's because you are attacking us, you know? So maybe it really is because you are attacking us. And of course, if you're being attacked, what are you going to do? You're going to defend yourself, whether it's with words or whatever, you're going to defend yourself. So maybe it might be in the approach or how you're saying things or what you're saying. And like he said, if you're attacking a person's character instead of the behavior, and let me just be quite honest, maybe some people and some men, even some women, don't know the difference between attacking a person's character and attacking a person's behavior. So that might be something that need to be discussed as well, because there could be somebody could have some confusion. And that's not to say legitimately. Some people are just naturally defensive. No matter what you say to them, that's what it is. And so no matter what you say, it's going to come off as defensive. But again, I think that's where, you know, conversation needs to be had, because we all got our traumas. We need to find out what those are, what those triggers are, and to see if we can work around those things and deal with them. Because I truly believe that when you continuously sweep stuff under the rug, I heard a person say this, eventually you're going to trip over it. So you can't continue to do that. And that's go for both men and women. You can't continue to sweep things under the rug, not say anything. And I'm telling the men this specifically because we have a great tendency, a heavier tendency to do just that, not talk about it, not be vocal. And I just think the narrative has been pushed for so long that women are okay. It's okay for them to be vocal, say how they feel. But the moment we do it, there's a negative stereotype attached to it. So we need to be able to be vocal as well and say what's going on in our lives, the things that we want, the things that we like, the things that we dislike, and be able to say this to our women as well. And I think because they don't, it's for so long that has been the narrative. They don't receive that well. They push back on it, right? I had a phone call. What happened? What you mean? Ain't nothing happened. I don't know what you're talking about. She said he say dumb stuff. And do you tell him that he say dumb stuff? What up, cuz? I need to talk, but if I need to know what's wrong first, I will shut down or fight with the woman because makeup sex is the truth. Those are facts, cuz. Those are facts. Makeup sex is the best. You a fool for that one. And see, of course, I can see why he's shutting down. If you calling him dumb or saying what he's saying is dumb, why there's no space for him, no room for him to say anything if everything he says is dumb. But everything again, it's this narrative. Y'all always think y'all right. Oh my God. That's the problem right there. I don't even know how we change that. Like I understand there are some things that between men and women is just going to go on for eons. We're just never going to get any understanding about it. And some of it's kind of fun. Like, you know, it is what it is. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. So sometimes it just is what it is. And there's no way of getting around it. Right. But y'all got in 18 years. So obviously, Pat, something is working over there. Y'all got in 18 years. I ain't even nowhere near that. So y'all got in 18 years. What can I say? But hats off to you, sis, for real. Yeah, I'm definitely happy for you. Black love wins all the time, baby. I definitely support and agree with that. All right. So I'm going to play the video clip one more time. Y'all give me your feedback.
Why does my husband shut down every time I try to address issues with him? I wish he wasn't so immature. What your husband is doing is something called stonewalling, which doesn't really speak to.
And Pat, just on a side note, you calling him dumb, just basically saying that you think he's immature. Like, and when y'all having conversations, do you overtalk him?
quote unquote his level of maturity, but rather his inability to cope with marital conflict, which a lot of men struggle with. When you address an issue with your husband, you might be coming from a place of criticism, meaning that you're using words such as always or you never. You're attacking your partner's character versus their behavior. So your husband starts to feel flooded and he shuts down as a way to protect himself against the perceived attack or to try to preserve your relationship because he doesn't want.
You know what? I don't think I quite understood the difference between character and behavior until I just heard this again for like the third or fifth time. Attacking a person's character or behavior. So when you say words like always or you never, that does speak to the person's character as opposed to speak to the behavior when you say specifically, I don't like when you do X, Y, and Z. I don't like when you say X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? I think that is the difference. And I don't think I understood it until I just heard this again, listening to him say that. I think anybody would be offended by that when you attack their character as opposed to the behavior when you address the behavior. Like just like you would a child. You know, like, hey, and not to say that we need to be treating each other like children. That's not what I'm saying at all. But when you tell your kids or your grandkids, you know, because we have them and we're at that age, like, hey, don't do that. I don't want you to do that behavior. I don't want you to do that act. It speaks to that, not the character. But I know, of course, we have attacked our children's character before as well. That's why we all kind of got some form of childhood trauma because our parents, they didn't know any better because their parenting team does not come with a handbook. So we kind of learned it on the fly, right? So yeah, we attack the behavior. I'm sorry, the character of our kids at times as well. And so, but when you know better, you do better, right? Okay, let's see here. How about you said yes? I get the last word every time, huh? What up, sis? It's okay. No, you're not late. So I'm gonna play the video again just so you can catch up. Listen, all y'all on here and y'all have all been on here before. Hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Drop that in the chat window. So if y'all on here, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Drop that in the chat window. I'm gonna roll this video again, and also I got some good news for anybody who is just tuning in.
The conflict to escalate. But while he's trying to preserve your relationship, he's missing out on that. My husband shut down every time I tried to address issues with him. I wish he wasn't so immature. What your husband is doing is something called stonewalling, which doesn't really speak to quote unquote his level of maturity, but rather his inability to cope with marital conflict, which a lot of men struggle with. When you address an issue with your husband, you might be coming from a place of criticism, meaning that you're using words such as always or you never. You're attacking your partner's character versus their behavior. So your husband starts to feel flooded and he shuts down as a way to protect himself against the perceived attack or to try to preserve your relationship because he doesn't want the conflict to escalate. But while he's trying to preserve your relationship, he's missing out on that connection that you're deeply searching for in that moment. All you want to feel is heard and seen, but you feel rejected by him shutting down. And you probably get louder trying to pull back his attention, but it just causes him to withdraw even more.
Yep. All right. So I did put the link in the window so that you can go and go to the Lyrically Correct page and drop that in there on their website, and then you'll receive a 10% discount. 10% discount. So go ahead and do that for me. I appreciate it. I'm going to drop another link in here as well. I'm super excited though. I really am. Like, this is huge for me. Go ahead and you're going to use that code. And drop that code in and get the game. Like, y'all love to play this game. So while we're talking about the game, let's go ahead and play some from the game. So this is the 80s Lyrically Correct. Y'all always love this one. Is always a vibe. So we're going to go with this one real quick. All right. And all night long, Lionel Richie said we were going to party, and fiesta for how long? And all night long, Lionel Richie said we're going to party, and fiesta for how long? All night long. That's right, cuz I see you on it, baby. This your thing right here. I know you're gonna use that discount code and get this game. All right. According to Cyndi Lauper, what do girls want to do? According to Cyndi Lauper, what do girls want to do? Mm, 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 mm. According to Cyndi Lauper, what do girls want to do? Just have fun. That is correct. That is correct. All right, here's the next one. And Don't You Want Me, where did Philip Oakey say she was going? And Don't You Want Me, where did Philip Oakey say she was going? My wife know this one. Now I know it because I was like, who in the hell is Philip Oakey? Now I know it for sure. In a cocktail bar. In a cocktail bar. All right, here's the next one. When the Fresh Prince asked his mama for Adidas, what did she buy? When Fresh Prince asked his mama for Adidas, what did she buy? I got a funny story to tell about this too. This makes me think about the story about my mama, JS. When Fresh Prince asked his mom for Adidas, what did she buy? Zips. She bought Zips. All right, y'all. Don't forget to share this information while you're on here. Get more people on so we can help the channel to grow. All right. So I got a fun story about some shoes. This is just that question just made me think about it. The question was when the Fresh Prince asked his mom for Adidas, what did she buy instead? So I remember, I don't know how old I was, but I don't even think I was a teenager at the time. But so my mom, I told she was supposed to be getting me some gym shoes. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I was on her head about these shoes. So we just so happened to be in a grocery store. And I'm mad because I'm thinking like we doing everything but headed to Foot Locker or whatever was open at that time to go get my gym shoes. So I think it might have been Farmer Jack because I think that was open around the time. It wasn't no Kroger around that time. Man, so I'm mad, lip poked out. My mama like, what you mad about? She know I got an attitude. So guess what she did? I wanted the gym shoes so bad. She got me a pair of gym shoes out of Farmer Jack. And when I tell you, your boy was like, I don't even know. I can't remember if she just bought them for me because I was getting on her nerve or if I picked them out. But when I tell you, I was not happy afterwards when I got them shoes home. You ever see them shoes, gym shoes with that hard plastic? That's what I had. I mean, there was some straight slip and slides for real. I couldn't get no grip. There was that hard, like metallic plastic. It was terrible. But yeah, she was like, she taught me a lesson. Like I was like, man, like she said, I told you I was gonna get you some shoes, and then this is what you got. So I had them slip and slides for a long. I mean, yeah, I had them slip and slides, and I don't even know. I think I'm sure I wore them to school, but I was sliding across the gym floor and everything. Cause what you say, you passed them down to me. Boy, man, I don't even know because you would have been looking at me sideways, giving you them slip and slides. Man, it was that hard plastic too. Cause when I tell you, I remember them shoes vividly, and they was almost like a brownish, like orange tan color. It was crazy, man. But the sole on them joints, like they didn't even have no flexibility in them joints, bro. Like they didn't even flex. They was just that rigid. Oh man, that was crazy. Yeah, but Joyce, she taught me a lesson that day for sure. One I never forgot. All right, so here's another one from the game. Stephanie Mills never knew a love like what? Stephanie Mills never knew a love like what? Stephanie Mills never knew a love like what? This, because you own it, baby. You own it. All right, here's the next one. Bobby Womack said, if you think you're lonely now, then wait until what? Bobby Womack said, if you think you're lonely now, then wait until when? I know y'all know this one. Wait until tonight. That is correct. That is correct. All right. So don't forget, hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Drop that in the chat window. You get me home tonight. No, that's a whole nother song. Marcy. So guys, I got that discount code for y'all. It's in the chat window. I'll drop it back in there. Go ahead and go to the page, and so you can receive that discount. Man, I'm so excited. When I tell you I was excited about them, and they got back to me and gave me this information. So go ahead and get that discount code. Go to the page, order your game. So we have an event coming up brought to you by Let's Argue and Black Marriage Chronicle on Valentine's Day, 7:30. If you're not doing anything, come on out and join us. Tickets we still got some tickets left, and not a whole lot. It's $50 per couple and $30 per person. I'm going to see if I can find a link and drop that in here as well. So you guys, if you want to come on out and join that, yeah, I'll drop that in here as well. But yeah, we're going to have some fun on Valentine's Day, and we're going to be playing, of course, Lyrically Correct. We're going to be playing Lyrically Correct along with some other games as well. What's up, Otis? My man Jane. What's up, baby? All right. So it's in the show. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video one more time.
How does my husband shut down every time I try to address issues with him? I wish he wasn't so immature. What your husband is doing is something called stonewalling, which doesn't really speak to quote unquote his level of maturity, but rather his inability to cope with marital conflict, which a lot of men struggle with. When you address an issue with your husband, you might be coming from a place of criticism, meaning that you're using words such as always or you never. You're attacking your partner's character versus their behavior. So your husband starts to feel flooded, and he shuts down as a way to protect himself against the perceived attack, or to try to preserve your relationship because he doesn't want the conflict to escalate. But while he's trying to preserve your relationship, he's missing out on that connection that you're deeply searching for in that moment. All you want to feel is heard and seen, but you feel rejected by him shutting down, and you probably get louder trying to pull back his attention, but it just causes him to withdraw even more.
Yeah. There was something key he said I wanted to hone in on. He said perceived attacked. And I think that both parties in the relationship need to understand that perceived attack. I know it's kind of hard when you're in a moment, even if the person isn't attacking your character, but they're attacking your behavior. Nobody likes to be told about themselves, but we do. And that was another video that we're gonna talk about, where the woman talks about your spouse or your significant other can bring out the absolute worst in you. I truly believe that is wholeheartedly true. They can bring out shit that you didn't even think that you were capable of. You know what I'm saying? So, or even would get mad about. I think your significant other has that ability to do that, whether they're doing it intentionally or not, but they have that ability. And I think that's only because you care about them the way you do, or you've shown parts of yourself to them that you probably never shown anyone else. So of course, for them to address that with you, I think we're human. We take it personal. I don't think either none of us mean to, but we take it personal when it comes from somebody that we love and care about, and I just think that's just the nature of the beast of being in a relationship, in any relationship. So hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Drop that in the chat window. I have some great news. Again, I want to continue to share this with you guys. So as promised, I finally have a discount code in which I can provide you for the game Lyrically Correct. If you go, it's already dropped in the chat window. I'll drop it again. But if you go to the chat window, you'll see the game, the discount code. If you go to their page, you can purchase and you'll get a 10% discount. So I am super excited. This is something I've been kind of seeking after anyway, since I've been doing these podcasts, wanted to partner with these Black game artists or Black creators so I can get a discount code, so I can give it to you guys so y'all can get a discount, right? And then we can continue to play those games and have these conversations. And some of you will probably even get better because you'll be able to cheat because you already got the game at home. So if I play it on here, you'll know all the answers, right? But that won't make it fun. But either way, you can play this at home with your family, so your tribe. So I am officially with Lyrically Correct, a part of the Vibe Tribe. So I'm super excited about that. If you go to my Facebook page, Black Marriage Chronicles or Let's Argue, you should see the link there. Get that link, go over to their site, tap in, order your game. I have Lyrically Correct 90s 2000 hip hop edition and hip hop and R&B, and this one right here stumps everybody every time. It's the oldies but goodies edition right here. So, and if you want to play these games with a bunch of other people like-minded, like yourselves, come on out to the Velvet Room 3348 on Valentine's Day. It'll start at 7:30. Tickets, we still got a few tickets left. It's $50 per couple, $30 per person. Coming out, there'll be some food, drinks. We got a couple signature drinks that we're going to serve that's going to be included in that price. So come on out with us and hang out. I didn't think we're going to even have some bottomless mimosas. So come on out, hang out with us. Okay, Jay, what up, cuz? Cuz said that's not just with women, it's with your friends and family too. It's a problem because some people hold it in and fight or disagree, but people use it as an ace of spade. Yeah, like a spade, because they'll cut you. You're absolutely correct about that. I definitely agree with you. It's not just about you. It's not just in your relationship with your woman. You got family and friends who do that as well, for sure. I definitely agree with you on that. All right, let's do a couple more from the game. Let me get a sip of water. This is who I'm trying to get to sponsor me right here. This is some good water right here. If I can get these folks online, baby, it's going to change the game. It's going to change the game. So you know what? Do me a favor. Hashtag #WhyIKea. That is the name of this water right here. Hashtag #WhyIKea. If you drink this water, if you don't drink this water, you don't have to. It would help me out because then they track hashtags. They'll see it. Hashtag #WhyIKea. That is WAIAKEA. WAIAKEA. Hashtag #WhyIKea. So I drink this water faithfully. Me and the wife, we love this water right here. So if I can get these folks on board, it's a game changer for sure. Hey, Cassandra, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so I'm going to play the video one more time for those who are just tuning in. If you're just tuning in, hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Drop that in the chat window for me. Hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Also, because we want to pay homage to the Black creators that come in with the game that we're playing today, Lyrically Correct. Hashtag Lyrically Correct. Hashtag Lyrically Correct. Drop that in the chat window as well. They are now, Black Marriage Chronicle and Let's Argue is officially a part of the Vibe Tribe over at Lyrically Correct. I'm super excited about it. I finally have a discount code which I can provide to you guys, which I already dropped in the chat window, but I'll make sure I drop it again. Put that in and go over to their site and purchase the game. Purchase the game. It's a fun game. They got so many different versions of this game. It's an absolute fun game. I love it. So we're going to be playing this game. Speaking of which, we're going to be doing this Valentine's Day, 7:30 at the Velvet Room, 3348 12 Mile in Berkeley. Come on out. Tickets are $50 if you for a couple, $30 per person. Come on out. We still have a few tickets up there, going fast, selling out fast. The space is limited, but we wanted it that way. We really wanted the limited space so it'd be a little bit more intimate and more fun, and we'll be enjoying each other. All right, so let's do some more from the game. What is going on? What was it going to take to beat Big Daddy Kane? What was it going to take to beat Big Daddy Kane? Hey, sis. Okay, you back? Did you get the game? Hey, if you want to come in the virtual studio, let me know. I can always get you guys into the virtual studio. What was it going to take to beat Big Daddy Kane? This was my jam, too. It's going to take a miracle. A miracle is the answer. A miracle is the answer. All right. In Billie Jean, what was Michael Jackson's strong advice? In Billie Jean, what was Michael Jackson's strong advice? In Billie Jean, what was Michael Jackson's strong advice? Come on, y'all. Don't think twice. That is correct. Remember to always think twice to be exact, but that's cool. We'll take that though. We'll take that. People know that money. Oh, all right. Here's the next one. According to Stop the Violence movement, what are some people headed for? Oh, y'all know this one. According to Stop the Violence movement, what are some people headed for? I know y'all dancing and y'all see because y'all hear this song in y'all head. According to Stop the Violence movement, what are some people headed for? Self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. Self-destruction. Yep, that is the correct answer. Okay. Freddie Jackson wanted her to rock with him for what? Freddie Jackson wanted her to rock with him for what? Self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. Self-destruction. Speaking of which, what was your favorite verse in Self-Destruction? Was it MC Lights? Was it Queen Latifah? I think the girls came through though, for sure. Only One Night. Nope. Wrong, cuz I can't believe you got that wrong. Nope. Freddie Jackson wanted her to rock with him for what? It wasn't Only One Night. Nope. That is wrong. Self-destruction. Set it for self-destruction. Self-destruction. Was it KRS-One's verse? Was it Queen Latifah, MC Light, Heavy D? I like how Heavy D came through, especially when they played his own music for him. That was dope. The answer is For Old Time's Sake. I can't believe you got that one wrong, cuz. Come on now, get your game up. According to Luther Vandross, what is a chair even when there's no one there? According to Luther Vandross, what is a chair even when there is no one sitting there? Is how and a house is not a home. According to Luther Vandross, what is a chair even when there is no one sitting there? You know what, sis? I'm gonna give it to you, but that's not the quite answer. It's still a chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. A room is still a room. Yeah, that's it. It's when a chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. Yes, not a chair. But I'm gonna give it to you, sis. I'm gonna let that one pass. That's right, cuz a chair is still a chair, right? A chair is still a chair. All right, so I'm gonna play the video again since we're getting halfway through, and then we're gonna talk about next week's subject as well, next week's topic as well.
With him. I wish he wasn't so immature. What your husband is doing is something called stonewalling, which doesn't really speak to quote unquote his level of maturity, but rather his inability to cope with marital conflict, which a lot of men struggle with. When you address an issue with your husband, you might be coming from a place of criticism, meaning that you're using words such as always or you never. You're attacking your partner's character versus their behavior. So your husband starts to feel flooded and he shuts down as a way to protect himself against the perceived attack or to try to preserve your relationship because he doesn't want the conflict to escalate. But while he's trying to preserve your relationship, he's missing out on that connection that you're deeply searching for in that moment. All you want to feel is heard and seen, but you feel rejected by him shutting down. And you probably get louder trying to pull back his attention, but it just causes him to withdraw even more.
All right, ladies, what do you think? Are you in that? Is that your space? Is that the space you in? Is that the space that you're creating for your significant other, your husband? What up, cuz? What's up, baby? Hey, I'm going to be in Florida real soon. So I'm going to reach out to you. I don't know what part of Florida. I got to come down there for some training. So I'm going to reach out to you and let you know. Maybe we can tap in one another. I love to see you in Ennis. Virtual link, please. The virtual link for what, sis? For what? For the guy, this show, the video I just played. What you want the virtual link for? Yeah, for sure. I'll let you know as soon as I touch down. I'm getting everything together. I should have details next week. Yeah. Listen, so ladies, are you creating this space for your significant other? Now with you. Huh? Now with you. Oh, with me. I put it in the chat window. Okay, I'll drop it again. I'll put the link in the chat window again. Give me 1 second. I'll put the link in the chat window. So I got some exciting news, y'all. Like, I'm really super hyped and geeked about this. So y'all know we play games on this show. One of the games is Lyrically Correct. We play this faithfully. I have a couple different versions of this game. So I reached out to them. Excuse me. They finally got back in touch with me. Guess what your boy got? A discount code for you to go over to their site and receive a 10% discount. I'm about to drop that to y'all right now. Drop it in the chat window, and I want you to go over there and buy the game, like for real. And I want y'all to, in this chat window, put in here hashtag lyrically correct. Hashtag lyrically correct. Y'all know how to spell lyrically, right? Hashtag lyrically, because I want them to see this. Hashtag lyrically correct. Drop that in the chat window. I'm about to drop it in here one more again. Go over there and get that discount. Come on now, run over there right now. Do that for me. Do that for me. Let's see. Cuz says, I wish sometimes she can have an eye in her ear so she can see what I'm saying. Ooh, that part, cuz, for real. I know, right? Exactly. Yeah, I don't think they don't take the feedback well. No. And I think the reason they don't take the feedback well is because they're so used to, and I know I'm gonna get a whole lot of pushback on this. They're so used to blaming us. We're always at fault, always the one to blame. We don't listen, loud, whatever. We don't know how to communicate. But now that the narrative is changing a little bit, where women are starting to recognize, hey, my husband needs to be heard, or my boyfriend needs to be heard. Like, the men need to be heard. Women are starting, and I'm talking not just so average women. I'm talking about pretty, beautiful, attractive women are starting to speak out. Like, hey, no, these brothers got voices too. They need to be heard as well, you know. And I think the narrative has been pushed so long, especially in the Black community, like we don't talk. Y'all, you soft. You know, you crying like a little bitch and all this. You know what I'm saying? So that's been the narrative that's been pushed. And we bought into a hook, line, and sinker as men. But I think with the advent of mental health, and we're all starting to access it, it's not such a pariah in the Black community anymore, that we're starting to understand that, hey, we got voices too, and things that we need to say, and stop holding stuff in. And I truly believe that's why we check out of here so much faster than women do, because we do hold on to so much. We don't talk about it, whether it's something that's going on in your relationship or just in the world in general. We don't talk about it. We figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And we don't talk about it. But we need to start tapping in with one another, though, as Black men. I really want to get this going. Black men need Black men, and we start tapping in with one another so we can start talking about those things that maybe we don't feel comfortable with talking at home with our spouses. Maybe that's something we don't do. And I'm sure they try to encourage us, but maybe the way they go about doing it is not necessarily conducive to an environment for us to be able to do it. But I want to create a space so that us as Black men can talk about whatever it is that may be going on, whether it's relationship, medical issues, whatever it is, stuff that's going on with us. Because as we get older, our body starts to change as well, and we don't always share that, you know, with our significant other. So there's stuff that we need to talk about and share with one another. Hey, how are you dealing with X, Y, and Z? You know, so we need to talk about it as well. So yeah, those are just some things that I definitely want to do. I want to tap in with your brothers that are on here, and let's get that kind of stuff going. Black men need Black men. I put the link in the window. Go ahead over there, and I want y'all to tap in over there and purchase the game. Go to that link. Yeah, thank you, cuz. Hashtag lyrically correct. Everybody else, hashtag lyrically correct. Drop that in the chat window. I know my cousin about to get deep on me. Let's see what she said. I feel like to hear and respect his point of view is contributing to providing space of being heard by him. I knew you was gonna get deep on me, cuz. Absolutely love it. I love that perspective for sure. Men definitely need a space like women have. Yes, they do. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. It's give and take always, always. Lyrically correct. All right, that's what I'm saying. Y'all understand the assignment. Hashtag lyrically correct. Because I want them to see this. And even if this is over, the other thing I need y'all to do, couple things. Not only I want you to put that hashtag lyrically correct. I put the before we end the show, I'll put the link so that you can go over and purchase this game as well. But I want you to go because I know I got more than 9 friends. Shit, I got more than that and family members. Go over to my Facebook page. Let's argue, and I need you to like that page. Ask your other friends. All they got to do is like. It ain't gonna cost them nothing to like the page. And the reason I'm asking you to do that is because when you do that, I'll be able to stream live from that Facebook page, which is what I'm trying to do. I want to take this off of my personal page and put it on the Facebook. I'm sorry, the Facebook page. Okay, so I want to have a presence on Facebook and YouTube. So do that for me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Lyrically correct. Thank you, cuz. Thank you. Because I want them to see this. The more we do this and you share it, the more I want them to see I am promoting them, and I appreciate them providing me that discount code. And if you like this game, I put the discount code in there. Go over to their site, get the game. Get all of the games. I got them all. I think it's still one I got. I got the 90s 2000 hip hop version. I also have, this is one of the best. It's the hardest to me. The oldies but goodies, lyrically correct. And then we have the one that we're playing tonight, the lyrically correct 80s mixtape. All right. What's up, Robin? Oh, you in Mexico. Bring some of that warm weather back with you. Have fun. What part of Mexico are you in? All right, so we're going to do a little bit more from the game before we end. So we're going to do a couple more from the game before we end, and then I'm going to play you a clip of next week's episode. So a couple things. Let's do this first. I'll do the other stuff afterwards. All right, here's the next one. In Conga, the Miami Sound Machine said they will party till they see what? This is multiple choice. In Conga, the Miami Sound Machine said they will party till they see what? A, midnight, B, the break of day, C, tomorrow night, or D, forever. In Conga, the Miami Sound Machine said they will party till they see what? This is a multiple choice question. A, till midnight, the break of day. I'm sorry, B, the break of day, C, tomorrow night, D, forever. A, midnight. No, that is wrong, cuz you got it wrong. No, man, that ain't right. Let's see what Pretty Brown says. The break of day is right, cuz. Right, sis, you got it. All right, sis, come through, sis. All right, here's the next one. In Rock the Bells, LL Cool J said they would battle anybody, and he don't care if they did what. This was my jam coming up. In Rock the Bells, LL Cool J said that he would battle anybody and he didn't care if they did what. I excel, they all fail. Gonna excel, L must rock the. I ain't say the part. I ain't give y'all the answer. I gave y'all a clue though. I excel, they all fail. Double L must rock the. What's the answer? Let's see here. Test me. No, that is not the. No, man, that ain't the answer. No. Get out of here. Get out of here, sis. Get out of here. You out of here. Get out of here. Just turn in your black card. I'll battle anybody. I don't care who you tell. I excel. They all fail. Double is gonna rock the bells. No, who you tell? All right, so here's the next one. In Casanova, Gerald Levert said he ain't never been friends with who? And all right, now if y'all don't get this one, I need everybody to hand in their black card for sure. Let's just take it outside, throw it in the trash. In Casanova, Gerald Levert said he ain't never been friends with who? Come on now. Y'all know this one. Romeo is correct. Romeo is correct. Me and Romeo ain't never been friends. All right. What did Public Enemy, also known as PE, what did Public Enemy want you to fight? What's we doing now, y'all? What we doing now? Like, we need P. Where PE at right now? We need them on stage right now with the climate we in. What did Public Enemy want you to fight? What did Public Enemy want you to fight? Fight the power. That is correct, cuz. Yes, fight the power. Fight the freaking power. All right. Peter Piper picked peppers, bro. Run rock. Oh shit! I gave y'all half of the answer. I got geeked. I got geeked up. I got too geeked. Peter Piper picked peppers, but what did Ron do? Peter Piper picked peppers. Humpty Dumpty fell down. This is our time. Jappy nimble, what nimble? And he was quick. The giant mustard much faster back on Jake's dick. Not little Bo Peep. All right, see, I got too geeked. All right, tell me what's the answer to this one is. Run, rock, rhyme. Right. Cuz you hear that in my Jeep, don't you? Run, rock, rhymes. Right. Rock rhymes is the correct answer. Y'all got that one right. Yeah, I got too geeked. I got too geeked off of that one. You hear that in my Jeep, don't you, cuz? And that's Suzuki. All right. So a couple things I need y'all to do before we end. I'm gonna play the video that the topic we're gonna discuss next week. But before I do that, a couple things. I need y'all to share the video content, share it with your family, friends, everybody. I need them to go to my Facebook page, Let's Argue, and like the page. It's not gonna cost them anything. Just like the page. And I come bearing gifts too. Go like the page so that we can start streaming from there as well, because I kind of want to come off my personal page. The other thing is I come bearing gifts. I now have a discount code to give to you for the game Lyrically Correct that we played numerous of times on this show. You can go and get yours. And if you're in town on Valentine's Day, if you're not doing that, come hang out with me. We're going to be playing this game and more at the Velvet Room 3348 on 12 Mile. We're going to be playing this game at the Velvet Room. Yep, the Suzuki, baby. We're going to be playing this game and others at the Velvet Room. Tickets, we still have a few tickets left. It's $50 per couple, $30 per person. We're going to have foods, a couple signature drinks, and we're going to have some fun. We really are. It's going to be a whole vibe. We got a few people coming. So that's what I'm telling you. Go get your tickets now. We have a few couples tickets left and a few single tickets left. But go over there, grab your tickets. I'm going to drop that in the chat window as well. So while I'm doing that, dropping the link for the event on Valentine's Day, and I'm also going to drop the discount code in the chat window as well, so that you can go to do either, whichever one you prefer. It doesn't matter, hopefully you can do both. Love you, cuz. Yes, love you too, cuz. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna drop that in the chat window, and then I'm gonna play next week's topic. This one is gonna ruffle some feathers. Well, it's gonna feathers. I know the lady's gonna chime in on this one. Here we go.
He said it, not me.
A man who can't lead, what issue is, a man who can't lead will always be frustrated by a strong woman.
Oh, he said it, not me.
A man who can't lead will always be aggravated by someone who doesn't just kowtow to him just because he is a man. Every single one of those situations, a man exposes himself as man.
Yes, sir.
Why is she not submitting to me? What is she submitting to? Let's start asking questions.
Listen.
Are you leading? Where are you leading? What are you leading? What is your mission statement for yourself? Not that
Vision, baby.
One, but where do you see yourself going at?
Vision.
What is your mission statement as a husband? What is your job as a husband? Well, I'm supposed to be
Leader. The head.
No, so many want to be Christ, like Christ into the church, but really what they want to be is God.
Huh?
And so what they want to do is develop hells when they really should be sacrificing themselves for their wives until she is healed. But the man does all the work. No, the man does all the work first. That's what leaders do. Leaders take the most arrows in the back. Leaders trailblaze.
Come on.
Leaders go first.
Come on.
So if you want something out of your woman, you show her. You exemplify that. You let her follow you. When she doesn't follow, that's when you have a problem. And you say, well, if you want to go right, I'm going to go this way.
Actually, leaders send their troops into the field. No, just BS. I seen you, Sue. Would you say, oops? Oh, well, cuz say, come on, leaders, go first. Yeah, I agree with a lot of what the brother said. Some of what the brother said, not all of it, but some of it. But we, you know what? We're gonna talk about that next week. But y'all more than welcome to leave your comments now about that show topic. And if anybody ever want to come in the virtual studio, cuz, sis, you already know where I'm at. Hit me up. I can send you a link so you can come into the virtual studio with me and we can have this conversation. You can also help me play the game. With that, y'all, I'm done. Again, I can't continue to talk about this partnership I got with Lyrically Correct. I am officially a part of the Vibe Tribe, so I'm excited about that. I gave you guys the discount code to go over to their website and purchase the game Lyrically Correct. They got a couple different versions of this game. I also dropped the link in there. If you're not doing nothing on Valentine's Day, or even if you are, we're going to be at the Velvet Room. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it. Yes, I was super excited when I got that email the other day. I just think this is a sign for bigger things to come, right? We're going to claim it, right? We're going to claim it, name it and claim it. But I also dropped the link in. If you're not doing nothing on Valentine's Day, the link is in the chat window. Go purchase your tickets. We still have a couple of tickets left and single tickets. Come on over, hang out with us. We're going to be playing these games and more at the Velvet Room. Food, drinks, good time, good people. It's going to be your own crowd there. We're going to have a great time. So I hope to see most of, if not all of you there. With that, I'm going to end it right here and I will see y'all next week. May there be a peace between me and you until we see each other again. May God keep you and bless you. Yes, that's right. Cuz we claiming sponsorship, baby. Oh, this is the other thing before I go. I'm out here selling. So I drink this water. Why IKEA? I need y'all to hashtag why IKEA, because I need them to see this as well so they can sponsor. Like, this will change the game for sure. If I can get them to get on board, change the game. Yep. See you next week. It's why IKEA. WAIAKEA. Why IKEA. All right, y'all. I'm out of here for real this time. Let me stop dry begging. Peace.